Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on bottom left side is the magenta Malians, we've got SortOf. Small on top right side is the blue Chinese, we've got Lord Baldemort. When it comes to the initial map layout, I do see blue has both a deer deposit and the boar deposit next to each other. A little bit of gold and stone up here, so decent amount of resources up north. He does have both gold, other gold deposits over here with a bit of stone to mix on in, but that's about it. Deer deposit pretty far forward, so that's going to be a bit more dangerous. So if he wants to go for that, he may need to go for professional scouts. Malian player, his gold deposit spawned in front rather than off the side, so it makes it a little bit more vulnerable to raids. Otherwise, he does have all of his stone spawned this side of the map. We've got 1, 2 very close by each other, and another 1, 2 here. As I mentioned, the gold deposit here and there. And on this side of the map, just a small gold and the deer deposit. Some berries here as well, but of course, berries are not necessarily a great source of nutrition, just a source of nutrition. Imperial Academy now being employed in the field. And a good number of sheep being brought back home. I wonder if he's going to go for the professional scouts or fast song dynasty. Chinese can go for either direction. It feels like professional scouts are pretty common nowadays, but he's fighting against some Malians who are also known for warrior scouts. Pure officials not being employed in the field, of course. Mill here. Monster core is still being built. Chinese players collecting up a decent amount of wood at the moment. Wish he could. Has enough for a production structure now. Guess we'll see and see what he's going to plan to do. He is going for professional scouts, so that's probably stable being built somewhere for the... Yep, there's a stable there. So it looks like we're going to see professional scouts for the Chinese player. Maybe increases food income a little bit to get good scout production going. Up here, do have a Donzo deployed in the field. Defense position there. We'll manage to steal one of these delicious pieces of venison. Gonna slow down here. Scout will spot the professional scouts. Now the Chinese player has gone for triple scouts and 2 of spearman. For the Malian player, do have some javelin throwers, an archer, and hardened Donzo. So a bit of a mix of everything. And does spot the professional scout there, drops the piece of venison. The scout can go straight through the town center. He does also have the hand cannoneer monument there. That's clearly the source of the defensive hand cannoneer slip of this guy firing it. Just imagine there's a golden terracotta. Archer firing away, hitting some of these spearmen, hardened spearmen. Donzo is superior to Spearman. They have 8 damage and 100 health. They do cost 10 resources more. Spearman in person do have 8 damage, 90 health, and 0 melee armor. Scout does get a bit of damage there. Take a bit of damage there. Try to go for another piece of venison. Unsuccessful. Professional scouts have been or not professional scouts. Survival techs are being researched by Magenta, who's collecting up the venison normally. Spearmen do take out an archer there. +1 range damage on the way for the Malian player. Chinese player does have some archers in the field. We'll need Song Dizzy before it gets out Zunch news. course, Chinese always a good idea to go for range armor because you never know when Zushdus may show up and annihilate your units if you don't have those range upgrades, range armor upgrades. Special scouts not being researched by a Chinese player. And there's probably a decent amount of gold. Yep, there's a lot of taxes there. Enough to help finish off the age up, so he's starting to not go for any more gold income. Doesn't need any more of this age in general. Not to mention there's plenty of taxes in that mill. In the lumber mill, there's also some other bit of wood there. Gold mill does not have any taxes in it though. Good damage there. Takes out one javelin throws there. Donzo intercepting the horseman, but one Donzo is maybe not enough. Archers engaging, hitting some hit there on the Donzo as well. Now Blue's trying to fall back. Blue's now obtained these pieces of venison. Over here, Purple's cleaning up this venison the good old-fashioned way with the outpost nearby. He has a way to protect himself from the scouts. Also going for an arrow slit while at it. Another arrow slit being researched now. Well, that's the same one. Chinese player has consumed some more gold there with the blacksmith research, but still plenty of gold inside the mill for the age up. Horseman advancing, trying to gauge some more of these range units here. Javelin throwers have high base aim, so you'll punch through the armor a little bit better. Virginia's pushing way forward. We got a decent defense force here. Villager is still cooking quite a bit of food there, but looks like he may be close to going out, but it's hard to tell since the carcasses tend to stack up on each other. Fortified outpost deployed out somewhere. Not right here though. Not there either. Fortified outpost somewhere. Oh, this is the fortified outpost. The fortified outpost and the regular outpost look very similar to me. My apologies. But now Blue is aging up with the Imperial Palace. He has not gotten Song Dynasty. Imperial Palace is effectively the lighthouse. But now he can either go for the Song Dynasty or try same for the Yuan Dynasty. Yuan Dynasty, of course, give him access to Fire Lancers, but this one will probably just go for Donzo to counter. Palace Guard wouldn't be half bad. Of course, you have to be careful about Musafati Warriors. These villagers may be picked off there. Does not drop off the food before getting on in. Magenta's not trying to rotate and counter. Not too many Donzo, I'd say. Has some Musafati Warriors. And Blue's actually going to take time to try to steal some venison, but it looks like when the scouts do get picked on off, another scout will be picked on off as well, so he will not steal any piece of venison. Though some of the pieces did scatter pretty wide. Blue does get warded away. Chinese player still Tang Dynasty, which means he has better scouts. They have higher vision radius, things like plus 25%. Also means he still does not have access to Zun Chinus. Of course, the Malian player is going for a healthy number of Jam Throws, so going for Zun Chinus is probably not a great idea. So maybe Fire Lancers would be good, go straight for the Yuan Dynasty. He's also aged up as well, so getting out some monks, which he is, grabbing some relics could be quite nice, and Yuan Dynasty, if he gets enough, could get the pagodas while at it. And don't you need yeah, you need Song this to get out granaries. I always forget about that part, because usually you just see that by now. So the Chinese player does not have granaries at the moment. Good spear brace there. Some Palace Guard mixed on in. This body warriors move the same speed, and it'd be a good counter. Got the capital firing away, as well as this outpost as well. Good amount of defensive placements there. I don't think Blue will be able to win the game right now. His front line's not super great, and I mentioned the archers are going to be hit by the various defensive placements. Got another arrow slip there, going for a fortified outpost now. We know what jab throws here, so I think Blue will lose his army. Bardican of the Sun up in front of field. Very far forward is effectively a glorified outpost, also puts in Song Dynasty. Lancer now put on the field. Have to use Donzo or Misfire Warriors engage it. Donzo, I put more value in. Barbican of the Sun's almost complete. Now complete, so now the Chinese player is Song Dynasty, which also improves the work speed of town centers by 25%. Those will now take 15 seconds to produce rather than 20 seconds, so he will start building villages faster. The Chinese player does have 52 villagers versus 41. Chinese players cut off a good number, but made the Malian player was a little bit behind some village production while in the games. He's down by additional 4 there. Or maybe Imperial officials count as civilians in these numbers up here, which would make sense. There's 4 Imperial official models on the ground, on the field. That's why he's behind by 4 there. That could be it. I don't know if Imperial officials count to this number. Never paid close enough attention. So I'll take 7 plus 42, so that would be 49. 5 difference for officials. I think that's adequate. This varies there, going for more production back here. Has a good number of cows. Gotta keep those doggies rolling. Still 300 gold inside there. Needs to start collecting that up. Here, a good number of javelin throwers being pulled in the field by the Malian player. Palace Guard try and pursue them. Palace Guards don't have high range armor, so they can be punched through quite easily by the javelins. Archers in the back line firing away. And this player is getting some good amount of resources stored on up. Could start eyeing towards his Age 4 or eye for Yuan Dynasty. Age 4 would probably be a bit better, and maybe try to eye for a Great Gatehouse Center. Spirit Way is pretty nice. There's a lot of good opportunities, I'm just going to simply say. He's also claimed 4 relics and picked up 5th, which also does perhaps sway his opponent to go for more Yuan Dynasty route. Perhaps both, so both go for Age 4 and Yuan Dynasty. And I just have a feeling that Fire Lancers just scream to be very good at the moment for all these gem throwers. Going for the Red Enforcement upgrade, and all 6 sites have been claimed. Got some berries right now. Good amount of gold in this lumber mill. Looks like one pure fish just trying to collect all the taxes. Grand Felony Corral. Of course, got a pair of outposts for defense. Yep, I have definitely a good feeling that Chinese player's going for his age 4. There's age up. I don't... 0 stones been collected, so he's probably gonna go for the spirit way. He did spend some food. Doesn't have too many villagers on food. Has some villagers on board, but that's it. Blue may have hit a bit of a roadblock with his lack of food. He could purchase enough food to age on up. He has a massive Yuan dynasty. We've got astronomical clock tower now being deployed in the field. I think the fact that he had a roadblock with his food production, he hasn't been properly transitioned to food, may have convinced him to go Yuan dynasty rather than go for age 4. This, of course, give him access to faster units, as well as the Fire Lancers. I mentioned he has 4 relics, or 5 relics, which could give him pagodas. Dynasty is not complete. Now all of his units get plus 50% movement speed, 1.44. And of course, access to the Fire Lancer. So for some Mustafadi warriors there, not being too far aggressive, got some granaries here. And he plays a massive pile of gold. I wonder if the pagodas have been built or being built. Don't see any at the moment. So some damage there. Does appear to have imported armor resource, 6 armor. These archers do have 9 damage. This force on patrol on the flank. Got a decent defense force here. 20 archers. As if the Barbican sun does go down. Chinese player has now Hooked up some stone, nothing too significant. Maybe just trying for a small income going. We do have... Oh wait, it's also the pagodas can also provide a bit of stone income as well. Providing X amount of income in general. For some spring golden places around his base. I always find the Chinese cannoneers a little bit more cost effective. Costing a lot less stone, half the gold. And offer, I think, economically a bit more DPS. But these forces before got a number of pagodas in the region, which could be torched on down. Chinese players going for some horsemen, no fire lances going for a nest of bees. These forces falling back. Sofas engaging. The good number of crossbows for defense though, so some of the Sofas will take us some villagers, which is significant. They have somewhat equal number of villagers at the moment. Purple did a good job of holding off a good number of those villagers, that's for sure. Got a spring golden place here and a fortified outpost to boot. Blue has plenty of wood and stockpile as well as gold, just needs more food. We'll have almost enough for a keep as well. We're just not push way forward. Monster takes some damage there. This monster has 2 relics. Oh, that net speed does get interrupted. The net speed fires as well. Crossman on the backline firing against these sofas. More sofas prick forward. Nesby's firing away. They do good generalist damage, but they also a bit more of a counter unit as well. Doing 30% bonus, 33 additional percent bonus damage to these archers. Let's get a good volley on the archers this time. SB is being repaired on up. These are clock tower SB as well, so they have additional health, easy to keep them alive. Purple may want to start falling back. He's a little bit too more losses there. It has no proper counter these SBs, taking out some good, taking a lot of good losses there. Sofa stringing them one at a time. One sofa almost goes down, but the other's going to be safe enough. Got now the keep here. One SB does go down. Trying to kick out some of these wall segments. We got multiple keeps now being established by blue. Plenty of gold to age on up. Malian player has enough gold to age up as well. Triple granary up here. I mentioned this gold deposit still here. It's completely untouched. Looks like the Chinese player did a great job preserving this gold income. In fact, Yeah, I feel like he has hardly touched the gold on his side of the map whatsoever. He has 0 gold, 0 villagers on gold, and he has 800 gold per minute. That's how he's doing quite well. He's simply not even touching his gold, so he's going to be perfectly fine for gold income for a very long time. He's been just surviving off of the 5 relics he's got, now plus 4 or 3 pagodas, which each one provides 100 gold. And for a time frame, he had his sacred sites, but not so much right now. And he's also been living off a good amount of taxes. So right now Blue's in a very good position, even though defensive. He has approaching enough resources to age up. Great Gatehouse will be excellent defensive placement. The Spirit Way, of course, would be an excellent army booster as well. It's hard to say which one he should go for, but it looks like he's going to go for the Great Gatehouse right here. And this will help protect this large gold deposit as well as farming, so that's a good spot for it. Not very well saturated, but it's a little bit hard to saturate it because of the wall segments. Also, I think if they should just remove the limitation, it has to be built in walls, since it's not really used for that aspect, but at least able to be anchored forward like any other wall segment. Maybe it spawns a pair of some basic wall segments around it for the anchor part, as part of its own spawn, if there's no walls nearby. Hard to say. By the way, this gold deposit is going to be very hard to deal with. It looks like Purple's going to take time to try to steal some of the stone, and starting to steal it. Blue has been maintaining some decent stone production from the relics. He needs to get out Tithe Barn as soon as he can. A whole pile of research, including pyrotechnics, elite crossbowmen, elite spearmen, a spring golden placement, and additional barrels, improving the volley of the nest piece by 3, increasing it from 7 to 10, a massive firepower increase. Fort of the Huntress now being researched by the Malian player. Could be deployed closer to the sacred site. Got these forces rotating around. Got, of course, some defensive screen golem placements. Looks like these relics have been set free. Of course, he does have another monastery somewhere. And like I said beforehand, I want to see Tithe Barn since he has all 5 relics. But he has spent a decent amount of gold, that's for sure. Starting to queue up some hand cannoneers. Crossbowman fires away. Got some of the Palace Guard here. Overall, I think Horsemen would be a great option against all these archers. Fire Lancers, of course, will have some AoE. Nest of Bees, that's actually a very good option. Tithe Barn is now researched by the Chinese players as well. That will spike up his income, at least from the relics. Giving effectively, let's see, provide 40 food, wood, and 10 stone. Effectively 2 villagers additional income times 5, so effectively 10 villagers additional income. Not bad, and infinite. Take a bit of time for that stuff all to count up. But effectively we go 100, 100, 100, and then 35. We do also have now the ancient techniques of giving plus 12% gathering rate and plus additional 4 if the 8th goes with the Ming Dynasty. This one has a good number of archers in the field, so not a good idea to go for grenadiers because of them being anti-gunpowder. I think grenades are classified as light gunpowder rather than heavy gunpowder, or even just regular gunpowder. The archers will be countered to them. The Chinese player, I think he should go for a heavy reinforcement. Going for elite reinforcement biology now. And going for elite armor tactics and more food collection, of course. We got the precision training, which is the alternative to the incendiaries for the Malians. In Donzo's range damage, Donzo's by +6, archers by 2, and gem throws by 3. Farming leadership makes sofas move faster to keep in formation, and some bombard emplacements. Right now, we've got 7 clock tower, clock the nest of bees, which is basically a hive of bees. Up here, we do have another sofas, engaging the horsemen. Got some hand cannons firing away. There's all those horsemen. Successful defense. Still a sizable formation here, and of course, as long as it stays nearby for the hunters, it will fight. Yep, we just saw the stealth engage for these archers. So this formation is now hidden. We also got some Musfada gunners who should be hidden without any mobility reductions. And it looks like some are starting to reveal themselves. And SBs fires away. Blue can course spot this. We can mix in some scouts in formation. We got now biology being researched by the Chinese player. I thought you already had that being researched. Battle hardened as well. Biology being researched by the Malian players. Going heavy in sofas. SBs do get some damage there. Up north, we have some sofas breaking on through. Second side being decaptured now. Do have a second side victory available win in 3 minutes for the Malian player. Blue has lost some significant amount of civilians at 79. And some of these sofas are starting going down there. We got a bit of a 360 surround by purple. Blue's force is completely surrounded, taking some damage there from all sides now. SBs fire away. 5 SBs still remaining, taking out large groups of archers. None of these archers are really wounded now. Bombards engaging for the hunters. The SBs do siege damage, so they can do full damage versus garrisons. However, they don't do as much as Mangonels. So those outlying structures do get cleaned on up. More the hunters now set ablaze. More the hunters has gone down now. The pile squad reaches now the way for the Chinese player. He's scraped upon the barrel because of food. Both sides are low in food. The Malian player is basically out of wood. In fact, I think he has no villagers left in wood. He has some. They maybe have bad gathering path right now. The player has some gold and wood to work with, and starting to get some food on in as well. Both sides don't have too much resources. One player has some stone to work with, so maybe repairing it for the hunters and reinforcing a nearby keep could help out. structure's gonna go on down now. Siege walk's now being researched. Clock tower bombard's still firing away. Horsemen trying to find some more of these ranges. Surface Patrol get hit by some Chinese Hankineers, one of the best Hankineers in the game, and 5.5 range. These units push forward over there. Has some surface retaliating. Let's take some archers. Hit some archers there. Hankineers still find the back line. Some of these SBs are still going down. Bombards push forward. Archer range takes some damage there. Modifiers are going to go for more sofas and some archers. Those have a handful of moose body gunners, which are better than regular Hankineers, offering 41 base damage and 38. We've also had the same base cost, just slightly more weighted the other way. Landmark victory for blue. Of course, got the Monster Quarry and the 4th Hunters down. Just needs to take out the Capital and the Grand Flauny Corral. These infrastructure starting going down as well. Moose Body Gunners trying to rotate around. The only things nearby Fabia leadership. Spearmen trying to retaliate, intercept. Massive volley there in those ranged forces. More structures going down. Let's go with Grand Flauny Corral or the cattle ranches. Moose Body Gunners being pursued there. Bombards. And purple has now resigned. This Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.